MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Thunder and the Lightning. Scott, franchise and early contender for the home run crown, takes the field next. Junior Santana is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Striding into the box, Ryan Cannon, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of the series.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Still shirt sleeve weather tonight. 78 degrees here at game time. Misses, ball 2. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 2-2. And the changeup is taken for a called 3rd strike, and the leadoff man is gone to begin the ball game.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Into the box now, Adrian Esparza. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's entering play in this one, a home run shy of 20 for the season. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
High in the air out to center field. Riggs is there, 2 gone. Striding in, Scott, franchise. With a little over half the season behind us, he finds himself in 3rd place in the league's home run standings.
Yeah, Matty, this guy had an amazing first half. Launch angle, exit velocity, it was all working. Currently sits in 3rd place, but he's got his eye on something big.
And it's fouled away.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit the nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not to say complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
It looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. For a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here. First pitch, a check at first. And he'll get back in safely. At the plate now, Eric Piper. Yes, he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty D. And you know what, D-Row? Now I guess it's time when you push that go button. You get a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on the road, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
Hinson on at first, nobody out. Taken but called a strike. Now move over to first, just keeping him close. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They're in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Into the box, Mo Cole, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 25 homers and 78 RBIs. On its way. First and second here with nobody out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Striding in, Marty Wiggs comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. On the belt, kicks and deals.
Count 1-0.
Time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Now pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Liner toward right center. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive hits down, but eventually does get to third base.
Now at the plate, Jason Easel has got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, man. Second on the team and runs batted in.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. In there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. And he might get them all home as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Number 17 for him on the season as they move on top 4-0.
He's one of the best home run hitters in the league, and rightfully so. You're not going to get cookies thrown at you every at-bat. Most guys can handle a fastball, but he waited back on that off-speed pitch and drove it right out of the air. As
he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
4 runs here in this half inning. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
He can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate, Wesley Rain as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there, and it's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Center fielder on the run. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. But the damage was done right here as you get another look at the grand slam home run. Second inning coming up. It's now a 4-0 ball game. So here's the cleanup hitter, Mike Hayes, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
No balls and a strike to count. Santana is a guy that certainly fits the profile as a power fastball pitcher, but I think what makes him really most impressive is the command he displays while keeping the velocity as high as it is. The 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Standing in now, Saul Worthing. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He'll start this one at 269. 8 home runs and 32 driven in. Pulled toward right center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Into the box now, Michael Lopez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
3-1. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Stepping into the box, Hal Hale. As you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and he'll get back in standing. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch inside the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. Might work out if they can drive them in now and chip away at that deficit.
The 1-0 home. Fouls this one off. 2 out here and a runner at second. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Last half of the second set to go. And set to go is the second baseman, Seth Roberts. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Into the corner and slicing foul. The ballman 2 strikes. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Worthing is there, and he has it for the first out.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And check out the left side of this infield. Do you think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. It should be fun to watch.
In now, Junior Santana, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
The 1-2. One out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here's the 1-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Andrew Arellano, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. This is line to left. Ray is there, and he has it for the out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. And that is off the wall. Reach second now with 1 away.
As we take a look at this one, you can see he puts a good swing on it. I don't think he got her just enough to put some backspin to get it out of here, but hard to complain about a well-hit double.
So now to the plate, Brian Cannon, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Cannon has done the job, and the fans have rewarded him as he got to represent his league over the All-Star break.
Anytime you can change the scoreboard with 1 swing at a bat, and this guy can certainly do that, the fans are going to act accordingly. Very deserving that the fans would vote him into the All-Star game.
1-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Liner in there for a base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 4-1 game.
Just some more of the same for him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Plate now, Adrian Esparza. And first big swing, he hits a fly ball to left center. Ray will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Riding in once again, Scott Franchise, runner in scoring position with Cigar. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through into left, a base hit. Now a long throw home. And he is safe at the plate as he's across to make this a 4-2 game now. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Mike Hayes. He swings and grounds it to short. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get it out on the play.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, here on a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Fouled off. A 1-1 home. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the runner will score from second. Now it's cut off. He'll throw to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the two outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Stepping in now, Michael Lopez. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Riggs is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they put... Bottom of the third now, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Eric Piper. Fouled away. Piper, a native Floridian. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency.
Mo Cole stands in as he looks at a called strike.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working at Greg Maddox east to west.
Good arm action there, but this one misses, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Gordon is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Digging in to try it again, Marty Riggs. Here comes the first pitch, and he fouls this one off. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Goodness. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Now at the plate, Hal Hale. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
No doubt about that, Mac. That was a really wonderful frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. He'll get it into second. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. To the plate now, Andrew Ariano. Trying to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single. At the plate, Bruce Hartwell. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Comes the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound, but that all goes out the window. He just mixed in his second knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while.
And now Brian Cannon runs up and gets this one down. Throw on first, so the sacrifice is successful.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with the runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Ready once again, Adrian Esparza. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now. Tight game here early on. 4-4 the score here in inning number 4. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next will be the power-hitting catcher, Jason Easel. First pitch on its way.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Lifted in the air to center. Worthing is right there, 1 down. Ryan Nichols comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And they start him out away with a called strike.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. And he makes the catch in the corner. Digging in the switch hitter, Wesley Ray. He flew out in his last at-bat. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's
swing, high drive, left field and deep. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Digging in once again, Scott Franchise. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This is line to left. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Hayes. First offering on its way.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. Now here's a ball heading for the right field corner. This has the distance, and it stays fair. Home run. A solo shot down the line in right. Number 17 for him on the season as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Standing in now, Saul Worthing. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0 home. Popped up. Cole has a play. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The first baseman.
So coming to the plate, Michael Lopez. First pitch of the at-bat.
0-1's the count.
The wind up and the 0-1.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first two pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Two out, nobody on. Frozen on strike three for the final out of the inning. So only one hit in the inning on the solo shot, but it's enough to push him out in front. Home half of the fifth coming up. Tennessee is on top 5-4. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Seth Roberts. Here's the first pitch to him. Roberts, originally from the Centennial State of Colorado, is in the midst of his 14th Major League season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
The 1-1 home. Taken, strike two.
We have to count 1-2.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Mike Morton will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Circle change there, called strike one. Comes in with an average of 265, 9 homers, and he's driven in 24. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Center fielder going back, and it's gone. Shot to right center, number 10 for him on the year, as we are all tied at
5. You're going to get one fastball right down the middle, probably once or twice a game, and you cannot miss it, and he did not miss it. He roasted that thing.
Misses to him. It's ball one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 1-0 delivery. Ball two. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and the course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
The 2-2.
Count is 3-2.
Eric Piper waits on deck. Set and the payoff pitch, and it's fouled away. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 3-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Into the box, Eric Piper, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Looking at his career totals, Piper is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Now the pitch. Popped him up. Lopez moving to his left. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. Through 5 innings, all even at 5 apiece. Doc Huntley takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Ready. Here's the first offering. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Plate now, Andrew Arellano, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
1-1. Makes him check his swing, but he went around for a strike. The 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Milton Otto will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. high strike there, 0-1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. The windup and the 0-1. This is line to left. That gets down and the inning continues. So we'll go at least one at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
At the plate, Brian Hannon. As the first pitch here has been high, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Delivery. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Pop-up off toward the first base side. Nichols is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Rico Sierra enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. The 6th inning now, and standing in is the veteran third baseman Mo Cole. Here's the first pitch to him. The 0-1 on its way. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Stepping into the box, Marty Briggs. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
The 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Nobody on. In for strike 2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. That one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. It's a Swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So now to the plate, Jason Easel. A ball and no strikes. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Into the box, Adrian Esparza. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch either.
Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch-out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked them up completely with that one.
In now, Scott Franchise. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Now the 2-1. In tight as he moves to get out of the way.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Digging in and looking for more, Mike Hayes.
The last at bat, maybe, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And there he goes towards second. In there, now the throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Boy, he had a really sizable lead that time, but it didn't seem to matter. The defense was ready for it, and they cut him down trying to swipe second base. That was a nice, quick release from the catcher.
1-1 home. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Stepping up now, Ryan Nichols will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. To the at-bat. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
And he falls behind 0-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
At the plate now, Wesley Ray. Fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. No hits to this point. Fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Outside, 3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
It was obvious when the count went into 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Into the box now, Seth Roberts will swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
He's set and the pitch. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Well hit to right, but foul. Throw over to first. Runner's back. Particularly close tabs on it. Now the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 swinging.
2 strikes.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Well, they flew over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Here now the 2-2. Hit down the third baseline. This is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Is in the air to right. Franchise is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Connie Brock come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Down the third baseline. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left on. Eighth inning coming up, and we are all tied 5-5. Morrison has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth. Stepping in, Saul Worthing. He's set. Here it comes. Runs up and gets this one down. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Ready for another chance? Michael Lopez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Oh, he has some trouble with it. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately. There's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Cal Hale is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
That's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And a big insurance run comes around to score from first. Now a 7-5 game.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, people. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in the pick.
Into the box, Andrew Arellano. So we watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. So 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
No one out with a runner at second. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Now the pitch. Now a inside, and he works it back to a full count now. And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. This is lifted out to left. Rain has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one. Corey Esparza will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Still only one out in the inning. And it's fouled away. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now an 8-5 game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Javier Rosa gets the call as he'll pitch with one gone in the top of the 8th. To the plate now, Brian Cannon, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he's quickly in the hole 0-2. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Fouled off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Another 0-2 comes. 3 runs already home here. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Stepping in now, Adrian Esparza, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second. 3-0 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
That misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Scott Franchise. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Whoa, that's pitch out. Ball two.
To the left side. Throw on the second pitch. Force and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Tennessee is on top here, 8-5. Quentin Walsh is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Leading off the inning, Timmy Hinson, and they'll need him to get something going here. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. At the plate, Eric Piper. To deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. Got to find a way to scratch at least 1 across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Swung on and missed, strike three.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2.
He's one pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Line drive to center field. Woodman will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Mike Hayes. And they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First offering on its way. Swinging a ground ball to third. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. And here's that one again with Showtrack. Great reactions to knock it down with the sliding stop, and almost just as impressive was the throw all the way across to beat the runner. Any way you look at it, a fantastic play.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Center fielder on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Digging in, Michael Lopez. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hinson is there, and they go down in a hurry here as the side is quickly retired. Out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 1-0. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Standing in, Jason Easel. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 1-1.
1-1.
Slider, and he touches 90 with that one. It's 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Settling in now, Ryan Nichols. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. 0-1 the count. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the
swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
They showed a lot of grit to get the win here. They trailed by 4 runs, but never panicked. They just set about doing the little things that would get him back into it, and the next thing you know, they're celebrating a well-earned victory.
8-5 tonight. Tennessee crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Rico Sierra earns his team-leading 11th win. Guy Eaton hammers down the save, his 28th on the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Arrows and the Blazers. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Hunter McAllister will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Rolando Valido, as we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. first offering on its way. Trying to bunt his way on to open the ball game, but he misses it for strike one. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Hit hard to the right side, but foul. The next 0-2. Misses, that's ball 1. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now 51 degrees at first pitch. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. Ready now, King Giles. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that's going to land foul. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Giles is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Now batting, Chet Tierney, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
No, that's the ball.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
2-0 to count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Tug Lawler, Kansas-born left-hander, will be doing the pitching. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Stepping in, Richardson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And now pitch on the way. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, guys, I'm interested to take a look at this team in game 1 of this road trip right now. They have to play better. They took it on the chin, recent homestand, only winning 2 games. But I'll tell you what, today they're putting a guy out on the mound that can execute down and away. I look for him to set the tone.
2-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now.
3-0.
Now here's the pitch. That one's in there, 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. Shot down the first baseline, and this is going to get past him at first. That's a fair ball, and now it'll rattle up against the wall, and he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Into the box now, Francisco Barreto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 268 the average for him coming in. 7 homers and 28 RBIs. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Barreto, a native of the Dominican Republic. He was a first-round pick during the 2020 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
3-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here comes the payoff pitch. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. Richardson rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. Well, the show track will demonstrate here. The result of that play may have been much different if not for the great speed. He was pumping his arms, chugging the legs the whole way, and made it just in time to score the run. So now to the plate, Colt Snow, and it's fouled away. Comes in with an average of 265, and even 20 home runs and 61 RBIs. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Playing 11, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Barreto gets his lead at first, nobody out. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
2-1.
2-1. It swung on and missed for strike number 2.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. From the stretch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Kramer is there, and he's got it for the first out. So striding forward now, Samuel Rincon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a ball 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Won't offer it what looked to be the circle change. 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Next pitch will be number 24 in this long first inning. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks on that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
So stepping in, Mad Dog Jackson, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the National League in RBIs entering play.
Yeah, this vet's still got it. It's so big for a team when they've got an experienced guy like him to produce in huge ways on the field as well as off.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
First and second now, one man out. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Lifted down the line in left. And no one will get this one. Runners are at first and second with one away. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
At the plate, Mike Mendez, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Ready with the 0-1. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Smoke toward the hole. Backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Howard Urban is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Lifted in the air out to left. Butts is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. Portland is out in front here, 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Muhammad Butts. First delivery to him on the way. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. The 1-0 delivery. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
The third baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Byron Payne. Here comes the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Popped up. Jackson shading to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping up to the plate, Antonio Nunez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch coming, here it is.
D-Ride.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
Fouled away. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Now in the box, Darren Arrington.
Darren Arrington.
First pitch of the at-bat. turned on down the line. But this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball one. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2. This is foul right side. The 1-2.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
You can bet they love ball four here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And he takes ball four. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
The pitcher, Hunter McAllister, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Nobody out, runner on first. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
The 1-1. It's a strike. Missed the sacrifice attempt that time.
He's going to be looking down at the third base coach right now, hoping he takes this bunt sign off. It's just a lost art in today's game.
And a good job there on 1 and 2 as he winds up getting the bunt down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Richardson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Ball one to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. One out and a runner on second base. Soft liner toward first, and this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning. Standing in, Francisco Barreto. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
From the stretch. Trying to check it, and it's 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves. Only look over the hard nose 17 inches.
The set and the 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
2 out here and a runner at second. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. In now, He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off to third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
That's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
20-12. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Payoff pitch home. Fly ball right down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. Finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Now to the plate, Justin Martinez. First offering on its way. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouls this one off. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
No. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Weekly hit to third. Scooped up. And there's out number 2. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Tug Lawler. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Richardson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So digging in now, Colton Snow.
The second baseman, Colton Snow.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Look out. All over the place now. 3-0.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
3-1.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3-2.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Coming to the plate now, Samuel Rincon. He drew a walk his first time up. As a look, now the pitch. Runner at first with no outs here. Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 0-2 delivery.
No.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
At the plate now, Mad Dog Jackson, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Hit Weekly back to the mound. One there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. On now to the top of inning number 4. Portland leads this one 1-0. Digging in now, Romando Valido back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now the pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2. Outside and low. 3-0.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Taking all the way. It's 3-1 now. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Eddie. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
3-2 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Sliding into the box, King Giles. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
1-0.
The 1-0 delivery. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is taken high, but for a called strike 3.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
In now, Chet Tierney, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Runners on first with 1 down. High and away, not close. 3-0. Muhammad Butts waits on deck. Here it comes, the 3-0. Is offered at and missed for the first strike.
1 strike.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball from the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. Into the box, Muhammad Butts. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Ready with the 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all four corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Count is 1-2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit hard on the ground to second. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go is the third baseman, Mike Mendez. Now here it comes. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
1-1.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit right. That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Into the box now, Howard Urban. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. So far this year against Southpaws, Urban brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and a look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
At the plate, Darren Arrington. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Top of the fifth, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Byron Payne.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 0-1 on its way. Sliders in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. So Striding in, Antonio Nunez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heat.
Behind 0-2 now. One out, nobody on. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
1-2 to count.
Pitch on the way. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Stepping in now, Alton Creamer. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So here now's the pitcher, Hunter McAllister. He successfully laid down his sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-2 now. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate, Richardson, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Butts is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, the pitcher, Francisco Barreto.
Striding in, Francisco Barreto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull a trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
0-1 count and the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Into the box now, Justin Martinez. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. And the pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
1-0.
Blown away as he misses again. 2-0.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. He'll check in here at 256. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
He struck him out, so double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
To the plate now, Rolando Valido runs up and gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Behind 0-2 now.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 0-2 delivery. And on 0-2 he misses with the fastball.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. The next 1-2 pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at-bat.
2 out, nobody on. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Ready for another shot now. King Giles. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
And he'll dive back in. Another look to first. From the belt, the pitch. Strike taken, good bender on the outside there.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
2 out with the man at first. Runners off for second. Pitch misses. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Danny Cunningham enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Stepping into the box, Colt Snow. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Tierney moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Samuel Rincon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 home.
Ball 2.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
You know, D'Lo, the old school thinking sometimes is if you're going for a bad streak like this guy, any way he can get a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Mad Dog Jackson is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A frustrated swing and miss at a knuckleball.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
And 2-2. This is hit high and deep out to left. Racing back the left fielder. And that one is gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 21 for him on the season, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
No surprise. surprised with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
In now, Mike Mendez. As he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. This one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year as they move on top 4-0.
Excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Cameron Kennedy gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Back into foul territory behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Still only 1 out in the inning. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. Now the pitch. Weak roller right side. On to first, and there are 2 down. Plate, Darren Arrington. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lays off 1-0.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
The 1-0. A ball and a strike now.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2-base hits this year. And we find that these guys currently sit in the number 3 position in the circuit in that category. At the plate now, Hunter McAllister, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. As a look, now the pitch. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
High in the air out to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 7th inning coming up. Portland is out in front 4-0. Leading off the inning, Chet Tierney, and they'll need him to get something going here.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. The 1-0. Misses, ball two.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those two pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
On the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the seventh. It's ball four.
As we look at the numbers, we can see that he's north of 90 pitches right now, so it's not surprising to see him maybe losing a little bit of command. We'll see if he can battle through this and finish strong.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Muhammad Lutz, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
That finds the zone, a called strike.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
1-1 the count now.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
You could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
And he strikes him out here. So that's out number one here in the seventh as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting the two strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Hit out towards second, and that's through for a base hit, and the no-hitter is gone, and he is in there. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty B, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the seventh inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. Behind 0-2 now. And he misses there, 1-2. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Ready on 1-2. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
So now to the plate, Alton Creamer. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. Runners on first and third, 2 away. That misses, 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
2-0 count and the pitch.
Ball outside.
Well, the tying run looms on deck, so keeping this guy off the base is essential. In danger of walking him right here, though.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Here comes Bob Melvin out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So his final line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt. James Ray answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Riding in once again, Justin Martinez. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Blazers on top 4-0. Half of the 7th here, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Richard Richardson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Ball 2 now.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Here's the pitch.
Yep.
Strike taken up in the zone.
Playing speed. 2-2.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
The next 3-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Martinez is after it, and the throw is there to record the first out. Now at the plate, Francisco Barreto. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way.
Ball. 1-0.
Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
2-0.
Two balls and a strike.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. Make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Popped him up. Valito is there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in to try it again, Holt Snow. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Wind up and the 0-1.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
First things first, here's a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. He's set and the pitch. Samuel Rincon is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Now the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled away. A runner on first with 2 away. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Lang is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now the 1-0.
No.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Now the 2-0 home.
Hurry.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Going back is the left fielder. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 2 for him on the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
At the plate, Armando Valido, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. A couple of walks for him thus far. The 1-0. Line drive to center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first down.
That's a slick play out there as we take a look at it on show motion. He was charging in quickly, and he slides to get under the ball just before it reaches the ground and gets the out. Well done.
Ready once again, King Giles. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat.
No.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 home.
Ball. 2 balls. No strike.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. 1 out, nobody on. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the bleachers and gone. Solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season for him as the lead is cut to 4-2 now. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Row, this is what Coors Field is all about, right? You come here to see runs, and that's what you saw today.
I just like this lineup. They didn't worry. They were going to hit homers regardless, but there's so much green grass out here playing in Denver. You stay on the approach that you're going to stay in the big part of the field. Next thing you know, you're back spinning stuff out of the yard.
Francis Pinto gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. Stepping in now, Chet Tierney. As he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees at strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And this one's gone. And they're within one after back-to-back homers. Take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he misses with it. 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Here's the pitch. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Now here it comes. Hit down the line at first. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Boy, talk about getting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Now at the plate, Byron Payne. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Foul tip into the catcher's glove at strike one. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Arrington has got it, and the side is retired. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Blazers lead this one 4-3. Justin Yeager is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Mad Dog Jackson.
In the last at-bat, the home run he hit off that knuckleball, he didn't crush it. He hit it well enough. It was probably short of 400 feet, but a home run is a home run.
First offering on its way.
Ball. 1-0.
Bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Here it comes. 3-0 now.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, the leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs a bear down right here.
Loud contact there, but it's well foul. The 3-1 down the third baseline. But a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Hit high and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Mike Mendez.
And he did hit a knuckleball out in this last at-bat, and that's not an easy pitch to hit out. Sometimes that knuckleball has a mind of its own. It darts in, it darts up, it darts down and away. This guy can handle a knuckleball.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Yeager has over 40 innings on his line so far, and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. In the air down the right field line. This will wind up being a foul ball. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Pitch. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Into the box now, Howard Urban. Popped him up. Keen in foul ground. And no one will track it down. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Bob Melvin's going to make his way out for a conference at home plate, and it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. Killian Stewart comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Antonio Nunez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
Behind 0-2 now. Try and tempt him with one of the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And a strikeout here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Digging in once again, Alton Kramer. Over 2 with a walk for him so far. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Grounded weakly toward third. Knee high, he barehands it. And that's an incredible effort to get the second out of the inning.
Now back.
At the plate, Justin Martinez. Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side. And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Portland jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Hunter McAllister gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year, striking out 12 in the process. Killian Stewart wraps it up for the save, his 31st of the campaign. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the visitors, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.